is down to the Super Fours of the Asia Cup, and normally contests closer to the big final only intensifies as teams aim to get better with each match. That sadly doesn't apply to the India-Pakistan affair. It was yet another one-sided victory for India. The only intensity came from Pakistan came from empty glares and stares, controversial gestures and false bravado that really fell flat. India played some solid cricket in the match. They bowled well, curbing the opposition after their solid start, did well to restrict them and then executed the run chase with relative ease. There were a few hiccups, yes, some wayward bowling by India, dropped catches, losing wickets when it was all a bit unnecessary, but the opposition was far too insipid that even those lapses did not cost India. That was the difference between the two sides there. One team could get away with a one-sided win despite making mistakes on the field. Rivalry, you ask, I feel there was none. And that's how it's been now for some years. Something the Indian skipper openly acknowledged post the game, almost in a taunt.
What is a rivalry? If two teams have played 15 matches and it's 8-7, that's a rivalry. Here it's 13-1 or something. There is no contest. My request is that we should now stop calling India versus Pakistan matches a rivalry.
And the same sentiment was reflected across the cricket fraternity too, that a face-off that was getting hyped up by everyone just doesn't exist anymore. This Pakistan team is clearly a shadow of the past and of their predecessors. What remains from Pakistan's efforts on the field last night was just empty bravado. While the opening stand with the bat was commendable, it's the frills, the trappings and the unnecessary noise that really took center stage. Seems like they spent way too much energy and effort in doing all of that rather than focusing on their performance, on bettering India, on winning the match. Take the opener for the opening stand, for example. The opener scored a 50 against India. That's great achievement. What did Farhan follow that up with? It was this. Now, the sport has seen many different celebrations. It's even let players push the envelope a bit when it comes to the kind of celebrations. From the regular, of course, to the bizarre and inane too. But that one, in the context of India-Pakistan ties today, unwise and rather brazenly stupid, a gesture that really had no place in the game. Let's say we discard this one, put it down to a youngster showing some fire. What was Haris Rauf doing? He's one of the seniors in that lineup. Seems like he makes it a bit of a habit to take on the fans who will always do their bit to cheer or jeer. He took on the Indian fans at the boundary ropes here last night and mimed a plane crash, saying 6-0, alluding to 6 jets Pakistan claims to have down during Operation Sindoor. The draw forget this was a cricket match. In fact, the noise and chatter doubled when the Indian openers came out to bat, making it a bit of a cauldron of drama. The youngster there, Abhishek Sharma, showed great resolve and grit to stay the course, and that's what Pakistan lacked yesterday. Something everyone, their own fans, as well as rest on the internet, exploded with.
एंजॉय किया, पाकिस्तान ने भी बहुत खेला. असल बात है एंजॉय करना, जीतेगा कोई भी कंट्री हम लोगों को फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन पाकिस्तान जीतेगा तो वेल एंड गुड, नहीं भी जीतेगा कंपटीशन हुआ आज स्पिरिट हमारी जागी है. जी ना चेज कर पा रही है, वो बात सही है. वो मुझे लग रहा है कैप्टनसी में थोड़ी गलती है. हमारे कैप्टन में एग्रेशन नहीं है, ना ही कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. कैप्टन हमें अच्छा चाहिए जो एग्रेशन शो कर सके और जो शो कर सके कि वो लीड कर सकता है. यू माइट हैव हर्ड इट, अ शेफर्ड, अ हर्ड विदाउट अ शेफर्ड इज नथिंग. A herd without a shepherd is nothing. So you need a good shepherd for a good herd. And our herd is good. We just need to find a good shepherd.
Yes, geopolitical relations between the two countries are indeed tense, but there can be no relevance or place for gestures and innuendos that can only show your own players in poor light. There's a difference between taking a stand and indulging in childlike antics on the field just to grab the eyeballs or the attention. Indian squad members, for example, have taken a stand not to shake hands with Pakistan. That, in fact, continued after this game as well. But Pakistan have only succeeded in creating a lot of ruckus with their own complaints, threatening to boycott the tournament in the middle of their own participation, refusing to come out for press conferences, not coming out of their hotels to get to the venue for a match on time, putting up videos of an internal discussion between match referee Andy Pycroft and the Pakistan corps, claiming he was apologizing to them for his blunders, employing a motivator ahead of the Super Fours game against India on Sunday. Well, the list of all of these acts that they're doing off the field seems endless. And it seems like Pakistan are more focused on what's happening outside of the square, outside of the ground. And that's why the results column against India continue to be bleak.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka kaijho.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.